All right. You ready to talk about this, Shane Davis?
Yeah.
Intervention.
Okay. So this is the first, I think the first time anyone's seen the layout. We've talked about this now on Ethan's stream earlier today. This is the first time people have seen the layout for our triplicate cover. Look at this.
Take any longer.
All right, here we go. I wanted to see this.
Look at Aaron ready to get in there. All right, Aaron. You'll find Aaron. You will find
arguing about this.
you will find no splatter. Anyway, so this is the layout that I did because Shane and I we talked about this, and basically he was going to do a layout. I was going to do a layout. No, I think we did both do layouts, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. They were pretty much the same. They were kind of on the same page.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, who's gonna draw it? And Shane's like, you should draw. I'm like, oh god, okay, all right, I'll draw it. I'll draw the damn layout. So I spent hours of my time trying to get together bits and pieces here to make sense. So this is what I did. I said we needed room for our title. We needed room for. The idea was to get 232 in the background punching some other creature. And then we needed room for CYBERFROG. So I eventually threw in this little CYBERFROG later on. But back here is where I put Shane's fist for his monster, right? Because like if CYBERFROG's in the middle of the page, then it would make sense to put the fist over here to the far right. Then you get like Alex, right? Alex and Anatomic here. So we get big image, medium image, big image, but then you get the big image of whatnot's in the back. And then Shane said, nice layout. What if I just do my own thing?
I didn't do that.
And this is what he turned in today or yesterday. I don't know. It's all blurred to me. Yeah. But he moved the monster's head so it goes right into my logo. He blew up Alex like bigger than my guy, who was the foreground. One of the him and CYBERFROG were the foreground guys, and Shane said, nah! Bringing his guy up to the fucking front. Look, he's closer than anybody else now. That was not in the layout that Shane wanted me to sit and draw all day of my life. See this layout?
John,
see where his character is?
Like stick figures. He like did a rendered sketch.
No, Anna, this is a layout. I'm not supposed to be doing anything.
I know that, but you're saying
this is a layout, and these are near finished pencils here. He's going in on ink right here. Anyways,
I realize that.
Where his figure should be about half that size in total, he said, let me make him bigger than even the foreground figure
You
is
do
here.
know what Photoshop is. You can make that dude smaller. Okay.
Oh, we will have to, yes.
Oh,
well,
my
we may not have to make him smaller, but
fun.
I'm thinking because what we're doing is, or what Shane is doing, because he's a madman and he had to be stopped. He's now going to draw Alex on one layer, then he's going to draw the 232 and the other creature punching on another
layer. Yeah. So it'll be sized different, to fit.
Size to fit.
Drawing this, John or Shane?
What?
All matters.
Who is drawing the whole thing?
No,
that wasn't a yes or no. That was a person's name question.
I mean, like everybody, like we're all drawing this. It'll be stitched together as one big image that'll be cut up into 3 covers.
All right, hold on. And then lastly on this was Ethan's cover, which we have not seen anything in terms of a frog from Ethan yet. But Shane roughed this in. So that's okay. I mean, it's a little more off to the left than I thought. I could have sworn he had it right in the center. Maybe there was another sketch I saw.
No,
but anyway, so CYBERFROG is going right here.
Yeah.
So that should probably be okay. And then we just move the frog around where we have to. But now Ethan is sounding like he wants to get more epic and draw more things in there, which I think everybody would be completely happy to see, because we were trying to keep this as simple as possible because Ethan's a little slow. So we're like, yeah, just draw your frog leaping. And now he's like, I don't want to draw a frog. Like, why bother with the layout? Ah.
Why wouldn't he do like Rainbow Brute? Because that's like a fighting guy.
Oh my god.
Anna, we're not changing the game plan.
I'm
Rainbow
adding
Brute does not
Barnaby.
exist.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm drawing Barnaby in there. I'm drawing Barnaby in there now, John. Fuck it.
Oh, Christ.
Fuck's sake, Anna. Fuck's
You
sake,
have
Anna.
like the guy that fights as compared to.
Well,
like,
I'm putting Graveyard Shift in there. I'm putting Graveyard Shift in there, and it ain't going to be on my cover. I'm going to put Graveyard Shift on Shane's cover.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna take Anatomic out and put Barnaby beside Alex. now.
why don't you guys do like all of your characters intertwined?
Anna, your opinions are void.
That
They are intertwined. What
No,
are you talking about?
Hold on. Let me explain, because Shane did not explain very well. Let me explain what the idea on this cover is. It's a very simple idea. All the blue is me. I'm doing Godlike, and then I'm doing a bunch of debris on the front, on the extreme foreground of all three covers. So I just keep drawing over to the right. So I draw all these little dead little monsters or somebody reaching up. That's my job. Shane's job is to do the extreme background, which is 232, punching a monster. And that goes over all three covers.
Can you
Now,
add the kitties?
Hold on. Everybody individually has to draw their own character in the midground. So I am drawing Godlike on my cover. Shane is drawing Alex and Anatomic on his. And Ethan is drawing, presumably, CYBERFROG. So that's how the covers work. Those should all be midground covers. But now Ethan said that he wants his, I don't know, in front of everything. So I don't know.
Like CyberFrog is jumping over everything.
That's the layout, right? But now Ethan said he wants to do something different. So that means Shane cannot move forward on finishing the background because he may have to move his fist or anything into any other area. Mine is set. I have mine already drawn, my figure. So Shane can draw around my figure all day long, but now he doesn't have to because we're just going to slide as we need to slide 232. But that will still make a problem on Ethan's cover because we don't know where Ethan's figure is going to be at. And now it sounds like Ethan might want to have more guys being trashed, and it's great, but until we know where they are on the cover, Shane's going to have a hard time drawing that. And now he's saying he wants it, I don't know, in the foreground. So now it's like I don't even know if I can even draw anything in the foreground because he sounds like he wants to do the foreground. So I don't know.
Maybe what you do is wait for Ethan to draw, and then you.
No, Anna. What should have happened here on all parts is everybody should have followed the layout. That's why I drew it.
Have you ever worked with other people?
That's why I sat here and planned this layout for, I don't know, like 2 days. I sat and I said, how do I make sure everybody's piece works? That's what I did. I did all the brain work. And now everybody wants to do their own thing, which is fine. It's great. I love it. I'm happy.
Oh, John, you just sound it, champ. That's it. Just, sound a little bit more happy.
Yeah.
It looks fine so far.
Christ. So now everybody knows my personal hell that
John,
that Shane and Ethan are putting me through.
You decided to work with Shane and Ethan. Nobody has any kind of hard feelings.
We agree to the layout, Anna. You can't build a blueprint, Anna. You can't make a blueprint for a house, and then I'm sitting out here and I frame the entire house, and then in the middle of all this, the guy working on the bathroom says, "You know what? I'd like this thing to be 3 times bigger."
You'd be surprised though how often that actually does happen. Though.
Shut up, choke out. And then the guy working on the living room says, "I'd like the living room to be 3 times bigger," and none of it fits within the house.
Again, you'd be surprised how much that actually happens.
No, it still fits in the house, Anna. Kick harder.
John, it'll come
I
together.
have your guys' opinion on something. What do you think is more important? National Maple Syrup Day or the Wright Brothers Day?
Sticking to the blueprint day. 200 Watt Studio for 5. John, did you apologize to EVS about what you said to Shane about EVS changing the C2E2 cover last minute? Apologize? What?
What did you say? And what did I didn't
about
change
EVS
anything.
changing? Because I was talking about how Shane went off of the like I did this whole layout, and then Shane's like, I think I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do, and fuck everything up. And then I was saying, and then Ethan, because you had mentioned like I don't know a week ago, you're like, yeah, I kind of want to do this, and I'm like,
Here's the thing, like looking at the cover now, like I am, if I do what you want, it's gonna look like he's shooting at Shane's character is shooting at CYBERFROG. You see what I'm saying? Look at it, and CYBERFROG's retreating from it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like
well,
Shane,
that's probably because Shane went off of the layout. Shane
took up so much fucking real estate on my own cover. I want to erase everything that he did, and then I'm seriously, I'm just gonna cover it all up with my own characters, and Shane can suck my balls because he did like he's got a lot of nerve. John, look at the cover. Seriously, look at it, and look at the real estate that he's left me. I have one third of the cover.
Did he do a good composite of it? Can we see it, or what do you think?
Don't show it. No.
Okay,
save
don't
it.
show it.
Yeah, save it. But I mean, I have it here. Shane stitched it together for me, and the audacity of Shane to do what he did. And I already yelled at him about it. I said, "What are you doing? Like seriously, what are you doing, dude? It's like we bought it's like we're in college." And your dorm is next to mine, and you put half of your shit into my dorm, and you're just like, well, I don't know, just live around it. John, I already got your foreground in here, which is fine. Okay, thank you for working.
No,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, about 2 inches on the bottom.
That's fine. And I look at that. I got his character's shoulder and elbow taking up the entire top 1/3, and then his character is shooting into my cover. So now I got him shooting my character, and I'm supposed to deal with this. Like I'm like, what is wrong with Shane? Where is he?
I don't know. He should get in here and explain himself, I guess.
And then you laid it out, and he knew this because you laid it out so that CYBERFROG was like jumping like on my front cover. Now, according to what Shane's done, my character is jumping away like a bitch from Shane's character. And John, you know that I wouldn't question your layout.
Well, hold on. For the record, just so we can pass more blame off to young Shane Davis, my layout was only based on the layout that he initially did of CYBERFROG. So, because I had laid out the Godlike and the Inglorious Rex, and then we needed one more, and then Shane just went in there and doodled up a CYBERFROG, and then when I composited them, I just took Shane's doodle and there's his doodle.
CYBERFROG is not fucking afraid of Shane's human character from Inglorious Rex. CYBERFROG would beat him into fucking tomato paste. He's not afraid of him or his gun. And John, you can see it, right? You see what I'm complaining about?
No, I don't have the composite. Is it in the thing? Is it in the room?
Let me send it to you. Hold on a second. I can just quickly. It's so like it's infuriating that Shane did this to me. When I send this to you, you're going to be like, "Oh, Ethan, I know what you mean." All right, I just sent it over into the 3 of our room.
Oh, I got it. Okay, all right. Oh, okay.
John.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, that bullet's going right into CYBERFROG's head. He's shooting just right over CYBERFROG's head.
Why is he taking up so much room on my cover? You know what? Salamandroid's tail's going right up his character's asshole now. And he's going to have to live with that. Because apparently he gets to go onto my cover. I'm going to get to put my characters on his cover. At least 6 feet of Salamandroid's tail is going up his character's anus now. Because he's doing this to me.
Yeah, he is greedy. Like, he wants...
If the chat saw this, they would be so angry. If the chat could actually see this piece of work. Do we do this as a bit or do you show it? Is it worth showing right now?
I will show the original layout.
No, you can't. You have to show it as it is now because, first of all, your piece is almost done. It looks glorious. Okay.
hold on. Yeah, we can show it as it is now. But I want to show the original layout that I had on here as well, so then people can understand.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
This is how far off Shane went. Okay, all right.
This is for Comicsgate is Comics Great, by the way. We've already set it up for you. So you make your work easy. And where is Shane to defend himself?
He's probably listening right now, and he's hiding, and he's just waiting. He wants to hear every little thing we're going to say, and then he's going to come in here and fight us.
He knows I'm right. There's no way that he can argue about this. There's no way.
All right, so you want to see the full thing first, or do you want to see the original layout
I think you
first?
should show your original layout.
Okay. Here's the original layout.
Right.
Now, I did the left two panels, and then the right one with CYBERFROG is based off of the layout that Shane initially did for CYBERFROG. So that's
Now,
all I
did
did.
Shane draw his own character back there?
No, I drew
did that.
these characters, and when I did the backside, I left room, like I moved the fist so it's on the right side of where CYBERFROG's at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not feeling like it's all kind of crunched up in there, because the idea is extreme background would be these things. Hopefully
232 would be
filling the space comfortably. Now where Shane had, we'll just look at it. Okay, so anyways, and the laser blast going up to the top, and then CYBERFROG got dropped in, so that's where we started
CYBERFROG's
at.
fine there, like if that's what's going on. See how the gun blast is going way up off screen and it barely touches my cover?
Yeah.
And by the way, look how much of Shane's got to redraw his whole thing. I'm sorry, he's got to redraw it because look how much of his character you get to see with your layout. You get to see so much of it, and you got his girl in there too. You know, it's John. Your layout is way better. All right, CYBERFROG meanwhile is leaping over some shit. Who knows? I don't like it because he's not fighting. He seems to be retreating. I'd rather him jumping into the scene to join the fight. That's what I'm gonna do. But then now show what Shane has done so far.
Now, hold on. Also, just so everybody know, I have mentioned numerous times in the room, everything that I've done, it's all drawn digitally. So I can move all this stuff. So once we have the pieces, I can move this stuff out of the way. So
Enrico Matassa goes that I'm being a diva. Enrico, you don't know what you're about to see yet. I want you to reevaluate that when you see what John's about to show you.
All right, here we go. Ready? Now, imagine CYBERFROG in that position. Now, Shane's blasting him in the head. Like Shane, like if you look at the original, hold on, if you look at the original layout, right? This is interesting because the original layout has a blast going way up here and out of the way. Like Shane went out of his way to rotate the blast so it goes into CYBERFROG's head, like back into the left.
And now my character is running away from his character, and look at the room he's given me. His 232 now, his fist is a lot smaller. John had his arms so that they were just in the background. It was comfortably resting into the background, and it wasn't a thing. But now the way Shane has laid it out, like it's his elbow is there, and like there's going to be all kinds of. I gotta fit CYBERFROG in there without creating like what's that called? All these tangents.
Yeah.
And then he's also shooting CYBERFROG in the fucking head, and CYBERFROG's retreating from him.
Hold on, because I'm gonna to be fair, let me make the argument that Shane's gonna make, and that is that Shane is drawing his foreground, his Alex, and that Vile creature. He's drawing those on a single layer, and he's drawing his 232 and the other creature on another layer. So ideally, all you have to do, Ethan, is when you draw a CYBERFROG or whatever, you set that down wherever, and then when they get composited, which I'm guessing I'm probably gonna do the compositing, I will just move everything, and I will be looking for tangents and whatnot. So, and then everything should...
Yeah, but go back. Look at how you only see a little bit of his waist now, and then, like, the girl is... Oh, I see the girl sketch way back down underneath his armpit.
Yeah.
Shane should not be thinking for himself when Jon Malin's doing the layouts. Here's the thing.
Here's what Shane thought. Shane's like, John and Ethan, they got their figures way up there in the front. And my guy's only, in the mid ground. He's smaller than their guys. Yes, it's true. But he has 232 over 3
Yeah.
covers. Like, that's the trade-off. And then he's like, you know what I want? I want Alex to be big, but I also want 232 to be big.
No. Now, by the way, what happens? 232 gets smaller. Alex has become as like a giant, and 232 has become smaller because of this.
232 could be Badrock sized at this point, right? I mean, he could just be the big guy on the team, clobbering people. No, he's supposed to be
that layout was perfectly
a
balanced.
skyscraper, right?
The way that you did it was perfectly balanced. And now Shane is like ruining my day, and messing my character up. And now, I mean, now does the chat understand? Like, I have a reason to be angry. You know, I didn't do anything wrong. I was sitting there going, yeah, sure, I'll do that. That's no problem. But Shane just couldn't leave well enough alone.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably be shrinking down Alex to a certain degree. I think that even, like, he wants that size comparison so bad. But you could actually you could just shrink him down and raise him up, and we can see more of his body. But Shane just needs to be up front with CYBERFROG and Godlike.
Yeah, and he's like, that isn't the thing to do. I promise you. What you want, like, the character is 232. The character is really 232. He's the star of the cover, and the little human character. What's the human character's name again?
Alex. Yeah, and Anatomic.
And Anatomic. The fact that they're there makes 232 look huge, and you get to see more of their physique, more body. It just works. It works better for Shane's cover. We got to get him to start over again, John, and he's going to be mad, but I don't know what to say. You know, he's he really fucked everyone over. He probably destroyed my Christmas, and
God damn. Yeah, and Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving, too.
I don't know. I'm gonna eat. I'm a bottle. I'm like a big old thing of nerves now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever. RBI says start over with Shane. Well, I mean,
and we don't want to fight with Shane. Like, all of us, like, there's nothing we want to do more than to give Shane the respect that he thinks he deserves. Yeah. But the reality is, when you look at this cover the way that John laid out, John has a keen eye for design. You look at how balanced that piece of artwork is, as it is. Just follow it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I didn't crap it out. You know what I mean? Like, I sat here and I said, how do I make this thing work best? You know? And again, initially, it was just the 2 covers. It was just, how do I get Godlike on here? How do I get Shane to get his characters on there? And still, we get to see 232. And, you know, like, how do we do this? You know, like, I didn't just do this in, like, 5 minutes. I sat there. I probably put, like, a few hours into this thing. And then I turn it in. I'm like, oh, thank God I got it figured out. Here, Shane. Here, sir. Does this layout work for you, sir? And he's like...
What did he say?
I might move my character up a little bit. And I go, what? Shane, I go, what? I go, yeah, fine. Okay, whatever. You know, just... do whatever.
It's so good. You don't understand how good it is. Even the laser is drawing your eye straight to the title. Like, it is design. You designed this perfectly. Yeah. His cover's great. You know, if he just does this. Every day is a nightmare.
Yeah, then we get this monstrosity.
Yeah, it isn't good. So we got to get Shane. I know Shane did a lot of work on this. He's been working on it for like 3 weeks, but he's got to just throw it away and start
Imagine how
over
much
again.
better it'll be when he does it a 3rd time. You know?
Like,
Now
practice.
that he's got it down, right?
Yeah.
He can knock this thing out in a couple days.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Oh, I like the Vespis. You did good there. Nice Vespis head there.
Oh yeah, a little Vespis head in there. I was thinking about could I work in like some kind of like swastika type symbol? And I was like, nah, not today. It's actually kind of a penis. You know?
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So,
well, you know what I'm going to do is I'll draw just a few little inset Vespis that you can digitally place on the cover in the background, in the far background. So
that'd be great.
You know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if we had some things flying in the air. You know, even Shane's wild shot there, if it was hitting something other than CYBERFROG, would be fantastic. So
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm like I said, because I'm digital and I'm in the foreground. You know, whatever. I'll make the whole thing work one way or another. So, and when we composite, I don't care. Everyone can, if you guys want, everyone can sit on stream with me while I move pieces around. But I can get it done. I'll make it work one way or another.
Let me see your layout one more time. I'm looking at what he did behind your character now. Punching another monster in the face there.
Mm-hmm.
See, I mean, even that, like, Shane needs to just trace your layout. All right, now let me see his again.
He refuses.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. I didn't
so
look.
much more
It's
clear.
an ego thing, right? It's got to be ego. He's like, I'm not gonna follow John's layout. I'm Shane Mange Davis.
No, look at how high the head of the monster is that he's punching there. Like, you can see his fist behind it, like, behind Godlike. It's clear that he's doing that. It's hard to see when let me see his version again real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to see, like, what's going on there for some reason.
Yeah. Well, this is closer, but again,
it's complicated.
Is on its own layer. So when I get these layers, I will just rotate and I will get as much as I can in the picture. But Shane is determined to get up into everybody's title space. Like, that's what I hate about Shane Davis. Like, like I write, like, you see how I wrote title up there?
Yeah.
Like, I did that so everyone could say, oh, there's where my title goes. And Shane's like, I'm going to shoot right through Ethan Van Sciver's title. And then I'm going to put this big monster head right where John's title is. And I said, Shane, you got to at least get it close to the layout, man. Like, because I planned all this.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck your plan. Then he dropped an N-bomb on me. I was like, holy shit.
Boy, I'll tell you. Well, we'll teach him, John. You know, it's like he's got a lot of talent. It's just it's a matter of our being patient with him. Yeah. And just giving him the time and the space to be able to learn how to become you know, a good draftsman.
Godlike, yeah. Just so everyone knows, guys, my lines aren't that chunky. I don't know if anybody was like, that's the scan or whatever Shane did. So mine don't look like they were all done with like a fine Sharpie marker. The line work is a lot better than that. So everything's all closed up. It's all weird looking. But anyways, yeah. So, all right, that's it. That's the...
You know what it feels like, just so you know? It feels like you bought a seat on an airplane. Because there are 3 covers there. You know how there are 3 seats on an airplane? Mm-hmm. It feels like, you know, you're on one end. You're on the aisle. And I got the window seat.
Yep.
And Shane is right in between us. And he's like... Urgh!
Yeah, and
he's got his legs up on us.
It's 400-pound Shane. He's like, let me get in here, guys.
That's exactly what it feels like. I'm like, you're crowding me. Stop.
Yeah, farts in our faces and shit. Like, oh, Christ.
That's the best analogy I've ever made.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Because you know, it's
damn.
True. It's truth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Is he going to be mad at us now?
Of course.
And cut. That's Comicsgate is Comics Great. Right there. There's their video.